Alright, guys, so I got a rant on something. I haven't done this in quite some time, and I do my best not to fall into these traps or these situations. But I was part of a conversation / altercation that led to this situation, right? So I'm going to do my best to discuss this issue and be as presentable as possible. And I'm also not going to say what was said within the conversation. More so just discuss what the ending result or the major complaint or issue was within the situation. Now I know it doesn't make sense yet, but it will. So for me, man, it ain't just for me. It is what it is. A disagreement does not mean hatred. Because I don't agree with you doesn't mean I hate you. It doesn't mean that I dislike you. It doesn't mean I lack love for you. It just means I don't agree with your belief, your thoughts, the way you're handling the situation. It doesn't mean that I hate you. There is no hatred involved. There was no hatred coming off of me. If you have a belief in something and you want to present that belief and you want to stand for that belief, that's fine. If you want to take into the streets, or you want to march, or you want to promote that belief and that standard to every facet that you possibly can, that's beautiful. Go for it, absolutely. But just because there is a disagreement involved, just because somebody does not agree or is not on the same page as you, doesn't mean there needs to be any form of hatred or disliking or lack of love brought up within the conversation. That's not the case. And if you hate someone, dislike someone, or lack love for someone because they disagree with you, then you cannot consider yourself a man or a woman. You are merely a careless child reaching for attention. I'm sorry. I hate to be that guy. I really do. But, back in the day, if you were making a decision or you were doing something or you had a belief and somebody disagreed with you, say, hey, I disagree with what you're doing. I disagree with what you're saying. I disagree with that belief. Either A, you knew you were wrong in your manner, in your perspective, or B, you had to find a way to prove that person wrong. You had to show them that you were right. You had to find a way without violence, right? Without negativity, without hatred. But it seems that because of this cancel culture, you can't do that anymore. That's not how it works. If you don't agree with me, you're a hateful human being. No, motherfucker, that ain't what it is. That ain't never been what it is. I just disagree. We can agree to disagree, and that's fine. But if you cannot control your mentality when you're discussing your beliefs, if you can't control it enough to understand that you're going to have people who disagree with you or see things on the other side of the fence or see things in a different manner, then you're not going to be able to present or promote your belief or your standards or your outlook in a proper manner. You're not going to, because nobody's going to listen to you. They're going to ignore you. Like, okay, he or she is being childish. He or she is not in the right state of mind to promote this and present this. It's neither here nor there. They'll ignore you. That's not the way you need to be. You got to go forward with a strong, united front. You got to be able to understand the other side of the fence and be willing to discuss with them in a manner that's calm, collective, and presentable to get them to understand your outlook. Otherwise, in the meantime and in between time, if you believe that disagreements are considered hatred, then you need to take your ass to work or back to school and shut the